Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Yanka, the excellent wife and mom. And today, or depending on when you watch this, I'm going to be talking about how I homeschool between two residences. We actually just got back in town, technically yesterday, but it's about 1 o'clock in the morning, I believe. And I was expecting one to be on here, but I'm doing this live because I really don't want to edit. So you get what you get. And everybody's asleep, the house is quiet. So I get to do this. So we just we spent 2 weeks in our home down south, and we just got back here. But in the first part of the month, we did a lot of group reading. We were doing like I have multi levels, so my kids are 9, 8, 6, and the other one 4. Yeah, actually, 4 today is her birthday, so my littlest one just turned 4. And so, we did a lot of reading. I know we did Abby Yo-Yo. That was like the favorite. My 4-year-old now loved it. So we read that like 1,000 times. And I'm just trying to think of all the books of Berenstain Bears, some fall books. It was like 3 or 4 of those we were reading. So, and then we're still going through the book of Second Kings. It seemed like we've been on that forever, but I don't mind because sometimes we may not get through an entire chapter because the kids ask questions, and then you have to stop, and then you get to think on things and talk about things a little bit more. We may not finish, and then sometimes I'll read a chapter and we'll go back and read it over again. So, it's no rush. So that's what we've been doing. Then we have Hoopla Digital. Like our library is the best. Um, so instead of getting the physical books to take them when we travel, I just download from Hoopla Digital, and they have just as much as the library have and more. So that's the books that they've been reading. And there's also, like in my neighborhood here in the north, we have a bunch of those little free libraries. So, I go and get books there. I think I got this, and this is great, my state notebook. This was in the free library. But it's so cool because it just, gives you a guide through your state, landmarks you can put down, historical figures, the government, early settlement, when it became a nation, a part of the nation, flower, and all that stuff. So we've been doing geography too, which, whenever you're traveling, I think that's a good idea to understand, what states you're flying over. And yeah, so we've been doing that and mainly focusing on the East Coast and like counting the states in between the two states that we live, and ones that are close and surrounding it. So this has like been the book. I've showed this before, but I love this little book, the 50 states, America's 50 states, and it gives you like the state flower when it became a part of the order of state that it became. So like if, let's say it was a 48th state, it'll say that, and it became a state on like, it'll give you a date and then the state's animal, the tree, and just different facts like that. And then I have this other one that I have. Let's use this the 50 state book, and it tells you different little fun facts about the state, and then the kids get to write it down and that. So, and we've been going. I think this is good to go back over my map. We stayed with geography, but me on the map, and that's good for explaining. You have a room inside a house, and then your house is in a neighborhood, and your neighborhood is in community is in a state, and it just goes on and on, teaching them, where they are in the world. So we read it a couple of times while we were away, and then how to use a map. Got that book. So this is the thing. Like while we were down there, we did geography. They did a lot of their regular work. So the reading, the language arts, math, and creative writing. We did creative writing, and they really enjoy that, just writing their own stories and things. So, and then while we were there, we finally found the library, and we joined the library, and everybody got their card. So that was exciting, and they had that children's library was really good. I just loved the way that it was set up. The kids really enjoyed it. and they had like game chess. My boys love chess, so they were playing chess. They had Connect Four. They had these kits you could check out, for dress up and sensory and tactile kits, just and backyard kits. This library was like the bomb. And then I love this one too because it had a lot of books on with Black people or brown people, and that was just refreshing because like where I live here, you have to find those, and they're not as on display as they were there. So I was really excited about that. And so we got it, and then the little read along books. So my girls were taking those off the shelves and sitting down just listening to them. So that was fantastic, great experience. Um, then we were doing sell tax accounting, calculating sell tax. So we noticed that there's a difference between the sales tax here in the north. It's a 1 cent difference, and the one in the south, and just calculating that, and that especially my 8 and 9 year old were keen to that, especially when you go to the dollar store. So that's always a good opportunity for them to use their math. When they're here at this home in the north, they practice their music. I don't have any instruments down there, but I will. I am considering getting them instead of instruments there. I just have to figure out where to put them so they can continue to practice. But while we were here in the beginning, because we were here, I think we left on the 15th, October 15th. So before that, we were here from the 1st to the 14th. So we wrapped up boating season, and that was so cute. My 4-year-old, she got to drive the boat by herself, and she was she was very pleased with herself. I can say that. So what happened, my husband let her, she sat in the seat all by herself, and he just sat behind her, and he'll just call out, Olivia, turn left, turn right. And that's a great way, to teach directions, and the difference between your left and the right. So she'll pause and think about it, then she'll turn it, then she'll turn the other way. So she was so proud. She did such a great job. And I think a lot of these, I share the pictures on Instagram. So you can hop over there if you want to check out any of the pictures. But I will be showing some video if I still have them, hopefully. But my Instagram handle is at the Excellent Family One. And okay, so we do life skills stuff. They make their own breakfast, just like simple things: toast, eggs, pour meals, cereal, and milk. We baked the cake because my husband's birthday was earlier this month. Speaking of birthdays, today is my daughter's, so this is the last one. So we're wrapping up birthday season. They clean up. They're responsible for cleaning up their own rooms, cleaning up their playrooms, cleaning off the table and setting the table when it's time for dinner, breakfast, whatever. And then, we also review etiquette. I try to do that once a year, the place settings, how to eat, which utensil to use while you're eating. So we always review that. Just manners at the table, and actually manners wherever. So we did that this month. The kids' games that they've been playing this month was Jenga and was it Jenga, chess, and then the spelling game. While we were down there, we didn't really play when they went to the library, they played chess and Connect Four. That's what it was. But we didn't really play any games at home. Not board games, I should say that. Earlier this month, they gave away most of their toys, which I was impressed with. They just donated them. So that was a good thing, created more space. They were watching Ready, Jet, Go. And we watched this episode of the Solar System earlier this month. They wanted to build a new model. So we are going to do that. Like, I'm thinking for November, we're going to just do like a science camp and spend like a week or two just doing like all the stuff. Because I wrote down all the things that they were interested in. So that always gives me a course of where to go, in the coming weeks or months. And let's see. Word World, Word Girl, the other shows that they've been watching. And then my 4-year-old, she's been watching Miss Monica's Circle Time. And so we've been reviewing the letters. So while we're there, she did H and I. Those are the two letters. So those are the ones that she watched there. Then she has her little workbook that she works on as well. Oh, excuse me, so sorry. And then while we're here, we played at the park, which reminds me, I have not been to the park down there, but maybe I'll make it a point to find one while we're there. But when we're here, we play in the park. We do neighborhood walks. Um, they had a basketball instruction from my neighbor here because she's a PE coach. So she did this little basketball thing with them, went down to the basketball court. And then while we were down there, we did also, walking and running through the neighborhood. It's a bunch of little ponds around. So we go and look in the ponds and look for turtles and things like that. Um, Went to the beach quite a few times, and the kids collected shells. And I know a picture that I shared on Instagram today was like all the shells they collected while they were down there. And we're going to just like make little projects and things with those because we cleaned them and we brought them back here. And then they actually went swimming. So, yeah, we swam a day while we were there. And yesterday we went to this place called Book Green Gardens. It's like this botanical garden. It has a zoo and actually a whole bunch of things and of sculptures and things. But we only did the zoo part yesterday, so we bought the family membership. So I'll be sharing. I don't know if I did any videos yesterday, but when we go back, I'll share more videos on it because it's actually a beautiful place. And we saw like otters and owls and ducks that we had not seen before. Um, Different birds of prey, just a lot of different little animals. And it was an interesting history because that whole ground is 9,000 acres, and it was for plantations, so it got preserved and everything. So, but only 1,000 acres is open to the public. So yeah, we have a lot to see. So we'll be going back. Like I said, we got the family membership, so that'll be one of the things we do that while we're there besides going to the beach. And I've been talking about the soap making. My daughter has been talking about soap making for like a month and a half. And I got the supplies and stuff, but we just did not get around. So that's another reason why I'm doing science camp, so we can get all these little projects that they want to do, the science stuff, knock them out. So we'll be doing that starting this upcoming week. And then I'm considering doing Element Learning, the math program. So if anyone has experience with that, let me know. But I've been looking at it and reading about it. And I'm thinking, it'll I can put it all on the kids' tablets, and that's something they can do with my instruction. Well, they don't really need my instruction, but something they can do themselves. So between the two places, they'll have that because they already do the Homer. They have a couple other apps that they do as well. But I think it's good to have those things in place. And then that'll give me more time to focus on like the fun thing. Oh, not that it's not fun, but the things they really enjoy doing, like the science experiments and even the geography and just different things like that. Arts, different art projects and stuff. So they enjoy that stuff. And yeah, so that's it. They said when they wanted to go to the Y, so I'm going to be looking for a time to take them to the Y. And I'm actually considering doing maybe a PE co-op or something for the kids because it is getting cooler out. And I'm not going to be one to go outside every single day. So, I know we can use the gym. It's open. I was looking at open gym schedule this evening. So that'll be something we can do. There's a bunch of homeschoolers around here, and I had a group before, so I can just call up a few friends and let them come, and they'll be able to play with their friends. So that's because our Y isn't. They don't really have any programs right now for kids who are school age. And they have like some of the swimming programs for the preschool age kids, but I guess I keep looking on the website and there's nothing up for the older kids. So yeah. So that's how I've been schooling between the two, so we spend half the month in one place, half in the other. And we just still do our core subjects, the math, the language arts, the reading. And then, and they have, like, school only takes us about let's say 2.5 hours at the very most. But usually it lasts probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours on a regular basis. So that's most commonly. So that's how and what I do, and I keep track of everything in my little notebook. That's my little. I think I showed this in the last video. So wow, this thing is 15 minutes. So let's wrap this up. I am done, but I will be showing little videos of the different activities we've been doing throughout the month. So those will be shorter than this long one because I like to keep them short because I know I like to watch short videos too. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next month. Have a good one. Bye.